The last thing Miguel remembered was the sound of gunfire, the blinding pain, the hot blood seeping from his body, and then darkness. But now he was surrounded by light. Miguel blinked, trying to adjust to the brightness that enveloped him. The scene before him was surreal, a place of pristine beauty, with endless fields of flowers and a sky that seemed to radiate warmth and peace. "Where am I?" he muttered, bewildered. "Welcome to heaven," a gentle voice said. Miguel turned to see a figure in white robes, a serene smile on their face. "Heaven?" Miguel echoed, disbelief evident in his voice. "This can't be right." "Your name is Miguel Ramirez, yes?" the figure asked. Miguel nodded slowly. "Yeah, but I don't belong here. I was a gangbanger. I've done terrible things." The figure's smile remained unchanged. "Come with me." They walked through the idyllic landscape, Miguel still trying to grasp the reality of his situation. As they walked, memories flooded back, robberies, fights, and the lives he had taken or ruined. His heart felt heavy with guilt. They reached a grand golden gate, and beyond it stood a figure radiating an intense, comforting light. Miguel's guide gestured for him to step forward alone. Trembling, Miguel approached. "Are you God?" "I am," the figure replied, their voice kind and all-encompassing. "Miguel, you seem troubled." Miguel's confusion gave way to anger. "Troubled? I shouldn't be here. I deserve to be in hell for what I've done." God looked at him with infinite patience. "Tell me why you believe that." "Because I was a criminal," Miguel said, his voice shaking. "I hurt people, destroyed lives. I don't deserve heaven." God nodded, understanding. "You have indeed done many things that caused pain, but you must also see the entire picture of your life." With a wave of God's hand, scenes from Miguel's life began to play out before him. He saw himself as a young boy, joining a gang to survive in a violent neighborhood, seeking protection and a sense of belonging. He saw moments of kindness, sharing food with a homeless man, protecting his younger siblings from harm, and even times he stood up against greater evils within his gang. "But those moments don't make up for the blood on my hands," Miguel argued. "I still deserve to be punished." "Let me show you something," God said gently. The scenes shifted to people Miguel had crossed paths with. He saw Juan, a young boy from his neighborhood, who Miguel had once convinced to stay in school rather than join the gang. Juan grew up to become a community leader, helping to steer other kids away from the life Miguel had lived. Another scene showed Maria, a woman he had helped escape from an abusive relationship, despite the risks to himself. She went on to establish a shelter for abused women, saving countless lives. "You see, Miguel," God said, "your actions had ripples you could not have foreseen. Your life was complex, filled with both darkness and light. The good you did, often unnoticed, had profound impacts on the world." Miguel's anger began to fade, replaced by confusion and sorrow. "But I still did so much wrong." "True," God acknowledged. "But heaven is not just for those who lived perfect lives. It is for those who have the capacity for change, for understanding, and for remorse. Your regrets, your desire to do better, these are what bring you here." Miguel sank to his knees, overwhelmed. "I don't deserve your forgiveness." God knelt beside him, placing a hand on his shoulder. "This is not about deserving, Miguel. It is about understanding, growth, and redemption. You are here because you have the potential to continue growing, even in the afterlife." Tears streamed down Miguel's face. He had never felt such a mix of emotions: relief, guilt, hope, and a deep sense of unworthiness. "What now?" "Now," God said, helping him to his feet, "you begin a new journey. You will have the opportunity to continue learning, helping, and healing. Your past will always be a part of you, but it does not define your eternity." As Miguel stood, he felt a strange sense of peace. The weight of his past was still there, but it was no longer a crushing burden. He realized that heaven was not a reward he had earned, but a chance for redemption and growth he had been given. "Thank you," he whispered. God smiled. "Welcome home, Miguel." As they walked together into the radiant light, Miguel felt a sense of purpose and acceptance he had never known in life. Heaven, he realized, was a place of second chances, and he was ready to make the most of it.